Missed Wednesday's show? Here's the recap, presented by Honda.
This is what I have to say. So if they have evidence that Correa heard a trash can or Bregman heard a trash can, and they have the credible evidence from somebody, put it out there. Put it all out there and let me, the fan, decide. What's wrong with that? If you want me, the fan, to decide, and you want all the players to basically pipe down and play ball, put it all out there. Let me know who's the one that pounded the trash can and who's the one that got the trash can signal. Carl Rabbit here on the Rich Eisen Show. What is the pound of flesh? It really is the trophy?
Yeah, I think it is, because I just don't think that they are overly concerned. To me, these guys seem more worried about the fact that they won. Again, just go back to the basic tenets of competition. The playing field is supposed to be level, and these guys turned it 180 degrees on level. Stanton said today, if I knew what pitch was coming, Rich Eisen would be celebrating Yankee home runs on the West Coast 80 times a year off my bat.
You know the NFL very well. The NFL usually gets what it wants. And so the NFL wants 17 games. Yeah. And so I expect the NFL to get 17 games.
Brockman says the NFL should call the NBA and say, hey, this is what we're doing, and give them a heads up because it's going to screw over their All-Star game.
I don't think the NFL cares about anybody else but itself. I think the NFL is going to do whatever the hell it damn wants, and everybody else has to adjust to the NFL. The common courtesy of an organization that will just clean out your office and send your belongings at a moment's notice, right? That was Rich.
I love you, Adam Schefter.
I think what's going to happen, though, is you're going to have new bylaws that will have discipline for players about batters getting hit by pitches. I think they will remove the use of video. I think the Red Sox investigation yields less than the Astros does. I think he has Correa in his crosshairs anyway, and he's going to get as significant a punishment as Hinch did, if not a little bit worse, because he was probably kind of the bad actor in all this, the guy that helped bring it to the players. And I think once spring training games start, will there be any greater motivation to destroy the Astros on the field than what they just did in the past? I think it's going to be real difficult for that team to perform given the circumstances they're going to deal with everywhere they go.
Nick Kroll here on the Rich Eisen Show. Was there any event that you saw that you thought, I could medal in that?
I think, I don't know if you watch curling. The country started to get into curling this past time.
Yeah, I mean, the Americans did very well.
Yeah, and, they all have real jobs. That's interesting. They're not full-time athletes. They all have real jobs.
They're like NFL officials.
Yes,
right.
Exactly.
In a way.
And
with all due respect.
With all due respect to the NFL officials and
curlers.
And to curlers
Yes.
and to the Houston Astros. I feel like this is a good place to announce that I am partly responsible for the stealing.
How
the
so?
science.
What did you do?
I provided the Astros with trash can.
You did?
Yeah. I'm very connected to the Houston.
That was not covered in the commissioner's report, by the way.
I didn't read that at all.
Well, and I said with the trash cans, I was like, it's just a piece of metal, and so they didn't like that too much. Wow.
For more Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Rich Eisen Show app.